Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator, where unfortunately we're not actually playing Car Mechanic Sim 2021. I don't actually know when the full game for Car Mechanic Sim 2021 is coming out, so we're back on 2018 today with a super cool car to build that we've got to go and find in the junkyard. Well, I found the car we're gonna be building today. We spawned into the junkyard and it's just sitting there. First attempt, no way. This is our brand new Corvette C8 that has clearly seen some better days. Luckily for us, it only cost 19,000 bucks. It's gone 6,300 kilometers. It's got nearly 600 horsepower. Yeah, this should be good. I don't know why it's got like an orange body and a blue front bumper, but part of me kind of likes it. Anyways, we've got radiators aplenty. Our engine, yep, is barely half there. I guess we should start this off with a good old-fashioned teardown. So let's get rid of all of these radiators. Let's get these nasty tires off. Air filters, battery, more radiator. This thing has 4 radiators. Usually that's something that's like not even in this game. I love those tiny little details. Also, actually, fun fact for this car as well. This car actually has some really cool interior customization that we will come back to in a moment. It honestly feels so weird playing this game after I played Car Mechanic Sim 2021. I'm already used to having to like replace fluid in my vehicles for like the ABS module, or like even refilling things as simple as like the windscreen washer fluid. Not to mention, no lie, the garage in this game compared to 2021, this one is like so just like that, the front suspension is already gone. Let's get this engine out. This is literally the most jank looking engine I have ever seen. Pull the disgusting engine out. We are looking good. Car status now. Frame and interior condition. I can't believe I nearly forgot about the interior detailing and the welder. Let's go. 1,000 bucks later. Yo, look at that paint job on the Corvette now. That looks so good. Car status 100%. In our Corvette, we've got a V8 DOHC AXK. I don't know if I've ever worked on one of those engines before. Maybe let's take a look at the parking garage, but I have a feeling today we're going to be building a brand new engine. Actually, let's go over to the car salon real quick. Maybe I can find a car that has a donor engine for us. We'll try a couple of times, and if we're not lucky, we'll build our own engine, all right? All right, that's a pretty sick lineup of cars. Hello, Dodge Challenger Hellcat. That's a big old Hemi engine, but look at what we've got over here. We've got a C8 with that engine. So we're actually gonna buy this Corvette C8 and just steal the engine out of it and use it as a donor engine, all right? Look at that engine in there. That's so sick. We've got a proper Corvette V8. Let's pull the engine out of the Corvette. Thank you very much. You can go back to the parking garage. Even though we've got 580 whatever horsepower, that is not good enough. We need a lot more than that. So let's rip off a couple of these parts and do some upgrades to this thing. For example, the alternator, that's basically free horsepower. Our throttle, we might be able to get a good one into here. I'm not exactly sure. I've ripped off a whole bunch of the parts from this engine, and now we can basically get them reinstalled with some good ones. Like I said, our of course I don't own a good one. And now I can start getting these upgraded parts on. This alternator gives me 1.5% extra horsepower from that alone. An exhaust manifold, that gives me plus 1.6%. Fuel rails, we can definitely get some good upgraded ones of those. Plus 4% extra horsepower. Other side, plus another 4%. That is insane gain. Just like that, we've got all the parts that I've removed back onto the car, except they're upgraded now. So providing that's enough upgrades, that should be like 700, maybe 750 horsepower. V8 DOHC AKX something. Our C8 engine is installed. We will take it over to the dyno in a moment, but obviously we need some wheels, we need some suspension. let's get all of that stuff back on as well. That is some pretty sus looking suspension. No lie over here. I guess with our rear suspension done, we can come over to the front suspension. Let's bang this out. Should take us like 2 seconds and we'll be good to go. Our entire suspension front and rear is now onto the cars, so we can lower down our C8 Corvette, and we've got to figure out what wheels and tires would look good on this thing. The stock tire size in the front is 245/35/19. In the rear, it's 305/30/20. I think I'm gonna go a little bit wider than that, all right? Yo, I like rim 3. That one actually looks really, really nice. That is not correct. I meant to put my 265s on. Yeah, that is more like it. Sorry, that was just the spare tire. Don't worry about it, all right? Have I nailed the tire size? Yo! That is pretty bang on perfect. Did I nail the front tire size as well? No way. No way. I am the tire master. Michelin, hire me already. Those wheels are actually like so perfect on this vehicle. The rears are actually a little bit bigger. Same with the fronts. But they came out looking so good. Anyways, though, I do have a couple of other things that we need to get in. Like, we need some radiators. We need some air filters. A battery. Let's actually come over to the battery charger and charge up our old battery to bring it up to 100% charge. Thank you. Get all of our cooling back in. I do not want this thing to catch on fire. Yo, we've even got upgraded air filters that are gonna give us more horsepower. Let's go. Toss the battery in, back up to 100% charge. Let's just get some oil into this engine and then let's dyno it. Before we actually get any of the body panels on, car status 100%. Let's go. All right, let's take this thing over to the dyno because I really want to see how much horsepower it has. That's a very weird sounding V8, but it does have some really nice horsepower. 730 horsepower, 900 Newton meters of torque. That is awesome. Now it's time to do some C8 customization. So we do have some different parts. We've got our regular hood, or this hood that seems like it has stripes on it, but I have no idea how that's supposed to work. And it's exactly the same thing for our front bumper, except this one, very, very subtle. It debadges that Corvette logo. And I kind of like the flex, so let's keep that Corvette logo. This is what I mean by it's got interior customization. All of these doors are exactly the same on the outside, but the inside color actually changes. So this one actually has black leather on the door. You can actually see our interiors actually from a brown interior C8. So they don't exactly match, but whatever. We've even got the legit Corvette C8 engine cover. That's awesome. I love those little details. Anyways, we've got some side skirt stuff to do, get our doors on, and that orange is really, really nice. Yellow is obviously a good color for Corvettes. Green, I feel like, doesn't really look that great. Yo, there's our racing stripes. Look at our racing stripes on there. We can get all sorts of different ones. That's sick. Such a good looking car. I love this Corvette. All right, we got to give this thing a test drive before we ruin it. Yo, it doesn't sound bad. A lot of the cars in this game sound like actually terrible. This isn't bad at all, and it actually drives. Brake, turn in, little bit of a slide. Wait, what? Okay, is there something wrong with the racetrack in this game? I was driving perfectly, and then for some reason, we bring it to the racetrack, and suddenly it doesn't want to go in a straight line. I think it's time to do some customization on our Corvette. What you're looking at here is basically everything behind the scenes for that Corvette C8. And I can come in here and change anything I want. For example, rear wheel drive to all wheel drive. We can also come in here and change our ride height, which for some reason actually works backwards. Oh boy. Welcome back to Car Mechanic Simulator. where I've once again ruined another car. No way. 3,000 horsepower Corvette C8. That is so sick. All right, let's go, Mr. Corvette, with our new upgraded gears. We should, in theory, with this gear ratio, be able to do 1,200 kilometers an hour. I know it doesn't look that fast. This is how fast we're actually going right now, okay? That's insane. Closing in 600 kilometers an hour. That is so sick. That is a meaty Corvette. And the crazy thing is that even though we've got absurd engines, absurd horsepower, it's drivable. We're about to send our Corvette to the moon. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Absolutely send it. Well, that didn't work.